Bruce,
Thank
can you
you,
keep your
Opal.
voice down a little bit?
Sorry, Chief.
Okay, hello everyone again. I'm Chief of Police Daisy Moss of LSPD. We are here today because we're requesting a review and audit of the legislation, powers, and definition of law enforcement officers. The LSPD is proposing an amendment to the definition of jurisdictions for Blaine County and the Los Santos Police Department. Currently, the definitions of jurisdictions are defined as San Andreas State Marshals, the ultimate law enforcement authority within the state of San Andreas, Blaine County Sheriff's Office, the primary law enforcement authority in Blaine County, and Los Santos Police Department, the primary law enforcement authority in Los Santos. The LSPD is requesting to amend the definitions of jurisdictions. Since the enforcement of powers and definitions of law enforcement officers, or LEOs, legislation, both BCSO and LSPD have had jurisdictional issues when calls transferred from one county to another. Through this amendment, the jurisdictional authority will be focused on where the call originated rather than where the call is currently taking place. I am requesting to amend the definitions as followed. San Andreas State Marshals, the ultimate law enforcement authority in the state of San Andreas, and has jurisdictional authority over all incidents in the state of San Andreas. Blaine County Sheriff's Office, the primary law enforcement authority in Blaine County, and has jurisdictional authority over all incidents that originate within Blaine County, and Los Santos Police Department, the primary law enforcement authority in Los Santos, and has jurisdictional authority over all incidents that originate within
I'm so
Los
glad
Santos
that she
County.
introduced this. I think I brought this up a few days ago.
The main reason for this is, like I said, it is based on actual events that have occurred, rather than just, assumptions of what might occur. We found that when a call is taken over from one county to another, one jurisdiction to another, there is information that cannot be reasonably voiced from one authority to another. It's a difficult transition, and I'd like to reference the idea of a hot pursuit. When units are conducting a hot pursuit, right, normally we do not have the authority just to enter into private property. However, during a hot pursuit,
that floating trash bag. Yeah, I just can't see everyone.
We are,
that's in here right now
after somebody who has committed a crime. The same logic can be applied to this, and I think that it is a quality of life change for a lot of officers and deputies. I think it will just, streamline the process, and it will protect officers and deputies and their calls. In addition to that, I do believe that this also promotes patrolling in your respective counties, and it enables both officers and deputies. Thank you.
Wow, that was so much better articulated and explained.
Sorry, are we open for questions yet, or?
I'm alright with questions. It was free form. You're not required to answer though if you feel it's not.
It is just a quick one. So like with the amendment that you want, would that then mean if something from Ellis County transfers into Blaine County, the Blaine County can't just go, hey, we're taking the scene over, leave, and vice versa?
Correct, because it would be focused on where the incident originated versus where it currently is. So I'm going to be honest with you guys, there's a lot more calls that come from Blaine County down to the city than vice versa, and this is an attempt to, benefit both departments.
Just one more clarifying. So let's say chase from a 24/7 in Blaine County. Actually, I'll go the other way. Chase from a cash exchange comes up from Los Santos into Blaine County, and then like the scene ends. Let's say there's like a couple 95s, a couple injured people. Then people from Blaine County can't just come over. Like BCSO can't come over and be like, oh, by the way, this is our scene now. We're taking the 95s.
That's correct.
Okay.
I do also want to state that this is obviously a recommendation. If, you know,
Dude, I can't believe
the
the whole
DOJ,
impeachment. How much impeachment got thrown
you know,
around?
wants to take parts of it, or BCSO wants to put in their 2 cents on, you know, how they think that they can improve this, you know, please speak up. This is definitely could be considered, you know, this is working. And I look forward to hearing what you have to say.
Understood. Thank you. Alright, is
go,
there any other
Mars.
representatives of the LSPD's audit that wish to speak?
Needs to be that one and the other one we discussed the other day, Nathaniel.
Do I need to get up there and say something?
I think the chief's got this.
I think you literally nailed it on the head.
Yeah.
What else is there to add?
It's not really.
That one. As was before, if you ever feel the need to
I just
jump
want to
in,
see if
we'll
they argue
allow you to
against
speak.
it.
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Denzel was sad about it, but then I said, I'm just doing it to see if they argue against it, because I'm petty.
That's why I like you, chief.
I mean, even then, it's not even a bad thing to do. It's pretty
It's
good.
not even a bad
It
thing.
seems like it's it works in everyone's favor, but who knows?
Yeah, but I'm the bad guy.
It's okay.
If yeah.
Don't worry. We're only the bad guy to the cute little fun guy department that doesn't know the difference between legislation and SOP.
I'm sorry, Angel, were you saying something?
Anything else you'd like to say?
That's it for now.
Alright, I'm gonna respond then. So, I'm not gonna repeat the same arguments that we did earlier with the BCSOs, as these hearings are somewhat combined, and they're already on the record, and they don't really need to be repeated. More so, I'm going to focus in on the specific amendment that the LSPD has requested via their submission to the docket. All of the language aside, which describes the nature around these requested changes, I would like to specifically read out the way that these are written. I'm not going to read them again because she already did, but the way that the jurisdictional authority is written in this new amended form would necessarily preclude agencies from patrolling in other territory. The ability to actually patrol in the Los Santos County for Blaine County and vice versa was specifically legislated. And with these new amendments, that would be removed. There would be no points for a chase to originate from and go into another county because they would no longer have the authority to necessarily enforce the law in that county, as that has been removed.
really
I don't
understand
know
what
whether
she's
that was an
saying.
intentional omission or wording of it.
But
But as it's currently written, the Los Santos Police Department would not have the authority to pursue someone out of Blaine County into Blaine County and vice versa.
What do you mean?
So I
I
don't
don't
know
exactly
if you'd like
understand.
at the moment it says they
correct
may
me if that's
patrol
just a
in the
misinterpretation
other
of how you've written
county.
it, if you
She
intended it
thinks
another
you've
way, or if that's how you would like
that
it to be.
ability, and the only time you can patrol in the other county is when you move to it.
Am I allowed just to ask a clarifying question?
Oh, of course.
I'm so sorry.
Hell yeah! Hell
I'm so sorry.
Hell yeah! That's my chief! That's my chief!
I'm sorry.
Hell yeah! That's my chief!
Chief, I'll be your banana
Not a
bag.
question.
Please don't take
I'm so
Justice.
sorry.
Do I take her
That was very. You had to
Chief, you
fly.
need to
You had to
just
fly.
Stop.
Right.
Stop.
Sheriff Bones
Thank
could
you for
never.
getting that.
Okay.
Chief, you got a spider.
Yeah.
Chief, you need to jump.
Oh, I have a spy. Okay.
She's lucky.
That's a solid
so
question.
sorry.
Good question.
Back to our
Good
corners.
question.
Are you asking about the sub authority part, or is that what you mentioned?
I'm specifically asking in as it's written underneath jurisdictions, it says that they have jurisdictional authority over all incidents that originate within Blaine County, which one could extrapolate into meaning that they would therefore have authority to pursue people out of the county. But there's nothing in here that says that they have the ability or the rights to patrol in Los Santos County. Which is to say, as it's currently written, they could chase someone out of Blaine County into Los Santos County to apprehend them, but they do not have the authority to enforce the laws in Los Santos County if they were to choose to patrol in the
Well, I just didn't include the sub-authority part because I wasn't looking to amend that part of it. The sub-authority should still apply. That I was just including the parts in which I was hoping to get amended.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't want to change anything about the sub-authority. Like, the sub-authority still stands. You know, I can add that in. I was just focusing on the areas in which I
The questioning
was
the
asking for
manipulation of
amendment.
Moss
As long as the
legislation while using the
read admin, I just
SOPs
need
is
to
a
understand what exactly I'm
shield
arguing
of
against
manipulation of
is.
current
Yeah,
legislation.
no,
What the fuck
it's,
are you even?
it
Huh?
is literally just the part that I referenced. Everything else, I didn't include because I'm not asking to change it. Does that clarify?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Yeah, BCSO, LSPD, still sub-authorities. I think that there was other there was other text in there that I didn't include, and that's just simply because I wasn't amending it.
Okay.
I mean, I can't be
All right,
petty
thank you.
anymore.
All right, then.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, well, it depends.
Well, with all that being said, then, it is clear to me that something needs to change, whether that be the SOPs or people's attitudes, or maybe even the legislation. Clearly, there's something that's not working somewhere along the line, and I think that something does need to be fixed some way, whether that be through the state
Impeachment.
marshals flexing and exercising their authority to correct jurisdictional conflicts as it's written, whether that be through an amendments to the legislation.
Wait for it. Wait
to
for it.
specifically clarify
Wait for
how
it.
these conflicts might play out, or whether it be through an impeachment.
I told you.
Ultimately, I leave those decisions up to the justice that is overseeing this case, as I'm just here to argue for what I think should be the case.
Jesus Christ.
Ultimately, I am not opposed to a minor modification to this legislation that clarifies
Impeach
and
Angel.
provides simple guidelines and boundaries for which people might operate in. But I think that the basic understanding as it is should not be changed. And most, there should be simple guidelines put in place to control who can do what. And even then, any guidelines that are put in place must be measured with their respective weight in mind. And it's important that they are not too overstepping so that they don't handcuff their
She's not
respective
arguing
authorities.
against what I put forward.
I really don't have too much else to say on this issue. I
Yeah.
feel like I've exhausted pretty much every argument that I have to say.
Does anybody
And I
wanna
suppose I'll
speak
just leave it to
on
anyone else
why
that
they
might
think
have
this is
anything that they
a
want to
good
add to
thing?
this.